Hey, everybody, it's Jason Lynette, and we're talking hypnotic business systems. And I'm here with Greg Pruitt. Greg, how are you?
Doing very well. Thanks.
Excellent. And for those that don't yet know you, could you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. My name is Greg Pruitt. I am a hypnotist out of Columbus, Ohio. Specialize a lot in working with athletes, a lot of youth athletes. And then I also have midohiohypnosis.com where I offer some other services.
Yeah, excellent. And correct me on this, you're in a position where hypnosis as of now is a bit of a part-time career, but still at the same time seeing clients and building those systems and continuing to scale things up, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I see a few clients here and there, and it's something I really just delved into kind of middle of last year,
Yeah.
honestly.
Which
I've
I
been
bring
trying.
that up because there's a lot of people in that category that not everybody wants to do the things full time. There are many people who the trending term is it's a bit of a side hustle or a bit of a hobby. And then maybe here's the point where it kind of takes over, which whatever level we want to work is absolutely appropriate. And I know you joined Hypnotic Business Systems a few years ago and had some thoughts about some of the things you found in that program. Could you highlight a couple of those modules and things that have helped you to shift the momentum of that business?
Yeah, happy to. What really kind of brought me on board was the group sales machine, I believe it's referred to, and I checked that out. I started seeing how I could put that to work, and just kind of on a whim gave it a shot. Immediately made my investment back just from that,
Nice.
and I've been able to use that over and over with different organizations, and really just duplicate that success each time. And honestly, each time I've used it, I've gotten one-on-one clients from those group interactions. So it is wonderful, not only in building business, but building my confidence and my understanding, my ability that, wow, I can do this.
Yeah.
And once I got into the system itself, I mean, it's been incredible. I mean, instead of, taking action is important, extremely important, but you can go into a dark room with your eyes closed and throw darts until you hit a board. Or you can go in, there's light, you open your eyes and you see, wow, there's the board right there. You know exactly where you're throwing, what you want to hit. It's like a direct path. I mean, everything from creating website to the phone consultation, strategy sessions, how to close, creating webinars, honestly, from A to Z. It's amazing everything that's coming.
Well, thank you for that. Yeah, and I want to highlight what you were saying about, group session is one example of this, but within any business, there's often a cost of acquiring a new client. With this model of selling something at a lower entry point and then using that to then offer the bigger services is exactly what you just mentioned, recouping that investment basically instantly, that ability that you're earning money to then earn money. You're actually earning money to get those new clients, not just to then, sell those one-to-one services. So I'm just curious to ask, what kind of groups, you mentioned different environments, what kind of groups have you done that for?
So the first thing I did, it wasn't even really a niche area I wanted to specialize in, so to speak, but I approached the chiropractor that I
Mhm.
see personally. And I said, hey, look, there's this time coming up. I think it's August, a stress relief day or something like that. And I just approached him, said, hey, what would you think of doing this? Won't cost you anything. We can put something together and I'll take care of, 98% of it. And it was fantastic. Went very well. In fact, they
Yeah.
wanted more. It's continuing. From there, I approached several different team organizations, sports organizations, about something for their, girls athletics or their boys team, in the same, kind of setup, but just with a different topic, and literally using the exact same system.
Yeah. And that word you just used is the key here. And it's why the program is called Hypnotic Business Systems. This ability to create one thing, and then we don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. We can use that to another audience, to another audience, to another audience. And just with a few nuances and shifts and changes, it becomes something that, suddenly here comes a new opportunity. I love that you did that with the chiropractor that you already know, because to make use of those networks, especially again, is when we're in those startup phases, we don't have to go out and spend a ton of money. We can begin with that community that we already have access to, give them something of value, and use that as the mechanism to keep growing the business. Any other modules or sections stand out to you?
Um,
I know we
Going
were
into
chatting about live talks and networking before we jumped on.
yeah, the live talks was really eye-opening.
Mhm.
Not just to go talk about what you do, but the details and how to find groups to speak to, what's best, what works best, maybe what won't, and then how to craft your elevator pitch, make it succinct, make it really punchy, powerful, adapt it to different topics, different niches. I found that to be of great value. And as we're filming this, I haven't been able to go do the live talk thing, but I've really pivoted that to online, social media,
Yeah.
beginning use those same conversation ideas, but in a different format and still finding it effective.
I'll tell you, that's one of the things that I love the most about the fact that this isn't just, a product and here's the videos, go watch me. It's that also here's a whole community where really we're learning from each other. And, it's not just the map of what I've done to grow the business. It's the fact that other people are taking these strategies and even better using it in different formulas. I talked the other day with someone, there's a whole, audio program that I give you license rights to reproduce and sell on your own. And someone goes, oh yeah, I made that my YouTube video. And as soon as I heard that, I'm like, that's a good idea. I should do that. But even so, when we understand the principles, the psychology, and really how much of our hypnotic change strategies are actually embedded inside of the sales process, it makes it so you took what I published a while ago for going and doing the live talk and easily pivoted it to be something online. And let's call it out. Whatever the new thing is 10, 15 years from now, it'll work there too, because the same foundation and hypnotic formulas beneath it are universal and timeless. When you understand the psychology of the sales process then writes itself.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I was just saying, having that path is so key. And honestly, between the system that's online and the Facebook group, that community, I have very few unanswered questions. It's just a matter of what I want to focus on and put my action toward.
So let me ask you this then, in the shape of the content, if you had to zero it down to like one specific thing, and it may be something you've already mentioned in terms of getting a result from your business and something you can scale to other audiences, what would that be for you?
I don't know how relatable it'll be, but the way that this can shift your mindset,
Yeah.
I think will be so key, because understanding, it's kind of taking it off the pedestal, and you start to see these things and you realize, oh my gosh, this is doable. Well, if it's doable, then what's holding me back? And it gives you the opportunity to really look at yourself and go, okay, is there anything where I'm limiting myself, a barrier that I can, take advantage and knock down? Realizing that it is doable, and then seeing how easy the steps are if you're just willing to put in the work in the right way. And again, pivoting to a different niche or a different topic or group, it becomes effortless because you've got the system in place.
I love that. And that's one of those things that even surprised me that, I put some of those mindset things in the program originally because it served as a nice introduction. And I knew that people wanted this strategy, or they saw me do this and they wanted to model that as well. But a lot of the feedback I've been getting over the years is the mindset, whether it's that here's what has to happen for someone to be ready to buy. Here's how we think of it in terms of relationships. That's that stuff that makes it so we can look at whatever, again, the next platform is, and we can reverse engineer it and go, oh, here's how we make that work. So Greg, thank you so much for joining me on this. Any final thoughts for those out there looking to either start up or scale up their businesses?
If you're on the fence about something, that's probably a good indication that you should take the leap. There's nothing better than taking action, but when you have the direction and the path, there's no reason not to. It's a super fast lane to success if that's what you really want. And this is honestly one of the best things I've found. The program, the community, it's just incredible. Highly recommend it.